It's time for the Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association 4A State Basketball Tournament, presented by EAB Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Centennial Bank, NEA Baptist, First Community Bank, the U.S. Navy, Ritter Communications, St. Bernard's, Air Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank, the United States Air Force, and ASU Newport.
We welcome you back to the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Tonight, we witness the Berryville Lady Bobcats take on the Arkadelphia Lady Badgers for Day 3 action of the Class 4A State Basketball Tournament. Hello, everybody. I'm Ethan Murphy. Joined alongside me is my broadcast partner, Alex Gallion. Alex, tonight's going to be a fun one. We've got a lot of great matchups coming up. This is going to be the first one of Day 3. What are your thoughts going into it?
I mean, I know this Arkadelphia Lady Badgers team, they're good. We saw them in the 4A4 regional tournament. They had a great showing, able to win their first round matchup. To send them here tonight, here in Magnolia, Arkansas, at Panther Arena is first round matchup for them. They're able to beat them tonight. They'll move on in the state tournament. So this is a big deal for Arkadelphia, but it's also a big deal for Berryville to be in this situation. So it ought to be a good game tonight. Honestly, I cannot predict an outcome, so we'll just have to see how this game plays out here.
I'm excited to see. Obviously, going to be a lot of competition, a lot of great teams in this tournament. We've got 4 round 1 games to go, and then later on, 2 round 2 games, and later in the night. You know, you're watching the Class 4A action at the Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation, an expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
I said I'd never join. Thought living on a sub would be too hard.
I figured only the weatherman tracks storms.
I said my job wouldn't matter. Never knew how strong I was. I never thought this would be my commute.
I figured I'd never get out of my hometown. Or be the one who stops an attack. Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers-Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
Magnolia High School inside Panther Arena. We're going to take another short break. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day. Because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
Since 1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Upgrade to a new Train home comfort system with Air Today and receive up to $2,500 in instant rebates and tax incentives. Special financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call Air Today, your trusted heat and air company.
It's hard to stop a train.
Let's meet the starting lineups for the two teams. First with the Lady Badgers of
Inside of Panther Arena to kick off Game 1 of the Class 4A state tournament. Berryville got here having a win against Waldron 50-41, and Arkadelphia got to this tournament by beating Star City in a matchup where they won by 36 points. Alex, what can you tell us about Arkadelphia?
Well, you mentioned it already, the win against Star City, that was huge for them. I want to talk about that third place game because they would end up losing to Nashville. I believe they lost 86-54. They would end up playing Camden Fairview in the third place game at Monticello in the 4A4. They would actually beat Camden Fairview. Camden Fairview, obviously, we saw earlier in this tournament, I think they won. They ended up losing to Shiloh Christian. But that Camden Fairview team was really, really good. So that was a huge win for Arkadelphia. So that made them, that actually put them in this really good seed for them. They ended up placing third in the 4A4, but they're having to play against the second best team in the 4A1, the Berryville Lady Bobcats. So again, I mentioned earlier, I'm not too sure what to expect in this matchup. I can't tell you who's going to win. I can't tell you who's going to lose. We just have to watch and see for yourself.
This is a good warm-up for both teams, considering the team coming out of this, the victor, will play the Pulaski Academy Lady Bruins, who are currently on a 34-0 win streak.
Yeah, the best team in 4A, no doubt about it.
As we gear up for tip-off, both teams really wanting to get past this first round, even if they end up losing to PA.
For sure.
We'll see up for the tip for Berryville is going to be Hopper. And the tip will be won by Arkadelphia. We'll see a pass over to number 4, Howerton. Tate for the three-point attempt on the left wing. The shot will not fall. Down the floor is gonna be Smith. Gonna see Harris try to get it to somebody else. It's gonna be number 33. She'll be trapped. No foul will be called. No contact, and it will be swatted out of bounds by number 10, Tomlinson.
You talked about TT Tate. She ended up missing that three, but she's definitely a player to look out for.
We're going to see number 24. It will be stolen. Down the lane goes number 10, Harris. And it will roll out of bounds off of one of the Lady Bobcats. On the pass in is going to be Tate. We're going to see a drive, Euro step. The shot will fall. It's going to be Alton that time. The Bobcats attempt to answer back with a tray ball, but it will be swatted out of bounds.
Yeah, Altman, she had a nice finish at the rim, so she'll be able to strike first for her Lady Badgers.
The kick out to number 33 on the left corner for three. It will not fall. An O-board that time from Howardson. Is not going to be able to get the putback. Arkadelphia answering right back. We're going to see number 34, Gentry. We'll see a drive, kick out to Tate. Pops the mid-range, and the shot will not fall, but a nice putback from Gentry. He will draw contact.
Great job from her, not giving up on that play. She wasn't able to make that layup, but she was able to get a couple offensive rebounds and able to draw contact at least.
Jackson will be no good on her first free throw attempt. The second shot will not fall that time either, and it will end up rolling out of bounds. It's going to be in Arkadelphia's favor. On the pass in will be Tate, a 5'3" senior point guard for the Lady Badgers. We'll see number 11, Altman. Number 20, Jackson, gonna pop the mid-range. It's not gonna fall, but we'll be going into the hands of the Bobcats. The Badgers able to take it back. Multiple O-boards in the paint, and the shot will not fall.
Altman and Gentry, they did a great job getting those offensive rebounds, just unable to connect on them.
We're gonna see in the right corner for three, Johnson not gonna pop it. Some good ball movement from the Lady Bobcats. We'll see Johnson take the shot that time. It's gonna go off the front iron, and an O-board from number 33. There's gonna be a little bit of a tussle for the ball. It will end up in the hands of Gentry.
Gentry, a great solid post player.
And a nice drive that time from Altman. We're gonna see a timeout from Berryville. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
We welcome you back here to the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Coming out of the timeout, Arkadelphia leads 4-0. The Lady Bobcats trying to make something happen. It will be stolen. Down the floor is number 10, Harris. She will draw contact. Will go to the line to shoot too.
Harris was another player that we saw in that 4A4 regional tournament. She had a great performance. Was one of the she was a big contributor for her team winning that first round game.
The first shot will not fall for Harris. And her second will fall that time. The Lady Bobcats have got to make something happen here. Down 5-0. We'll see it over to number 33 on the left wing. The Lady Badgers applying a lot of defensive pressure. Skip pass. We're going to see a foul is at number 4. Howardson attempts to drive for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Bobcats going to retain possession. See a kick out to number 33 at the top of the key. And it's going to be passed right to Altman. She will drive, attempts to take it coast to coast, but it will be stolen by one of the Lady Bobcats and dribbled out of bounds.
I mean, Altman, she read that one like a book, man. I mean, it almost felt like it was a pass to her directly.
Altman, on the right wing, a pass down to number 20, Jackson. There will be a travel called against Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Arkadelphia, you can't make mistakes like that. You're up right now 5-0, but keep making mistakes like that. Eventually, Berryville will take control.
Still early in the game. Arkadelphia running away with it a little bit, but the Bobcats could bring it back if they can get some good possessions. Another swipe from Altman. She'll drive, takes it coast to coast, and it will not fall. A few different putbacks. The shot's not going to fall that time either. A rebound from number 33.
Yeah, the layups are just not connecting so far for Arkadelphia under the basket like that. I mean, they keep getting offensive rebounds under the basket, just not able to finish.
We'll see number 12, Johnson, take a tough tumble on the floor. She's going to be limping a little bit, but she's going to be all right.
Gentry's going to come out the ball game, and they'll have number 15, Green, coming to the game.
Number 15, Mike.
Looks like on that left leg, we're going to see Johnson limping a little bit.
Number 30, McKillen, is also in the ball game for Arkadelphia. She goes by the nickname J-Mac.
We're going to see Jackson attempt to get the pass down, but it will be swiped from number 24, Hopper. She'll drive, and the shot will not fall. It goes out of bounds off the hands of one of the Lady Bobcats.
Felt like they could have got that one out to Johnson. Tina Johnson, she was on an island all by herself in that corner. I feel like she could have passed that ball out. They could have got a three-pointer there.
They've had a few good looks that they just haven't been able to convert on. We're going to see another offensive rebound. It's going to end up in the hands of Johnson. Down the floor is Howardson. She'll put up a shot attempt. It will not fall. Kick out to number 10, Tomlinson, for the tray ball. Another O-board. They just have not been able to convert. We're going to see number 12, Johnson, sink the first shot for the Lady Bobcats. She'll strike first with the first points on the board.
Berryville finally able to get some points on the board. Maybe now they can start trying to come back here.
We'll see a lot of pressure from the Lady Bobcats. It will be passed almost out of bounds, or excuse me, shot almost out of bounds, right into the hands of number 33. And we'll see Johnson drive again. It'll be tipped out by number 10, Harris. Number 20, Jackson.
Keep in mind, Berryville, the home team on the scoreboard here in Panther Arena, and Arkadelphia, the away team on the scoreboard.
We'll see it fed to number 4, Howardson, but it will be stolen again from the Lady Badgers. Kick out to Tate. Tate will drive and puts an easy shot attempt up off the back glass.
Nice drive from her to try to get inside like that. I mean, that was picture perfect, man.
Johnson gonna be in the right corner. Passes it down to number 4, Howardson, for a shot off the back glass. A nice finish there from Howardson. Berryville starting to come back.
Yeah, they're starting to respond to Arkadelphia now. That's a good thing. Berryville needs to keep this up here.
We're going to see Smith for 3. It will not fall. Jackson over to Tate. Tate down the floor for Arkadelphia. We're going to see her draw contact. The foul going to be on number 33, Kaylin Smith.
Yeah, Smith will pick up her first personal. It actually will be Berryville's 13th foul compared to Arkadelphia's 1 in this first quarter.
Tate's first shot will not go off the front iron. We're going to see a timeout from Arkadelphia. You're watching the Class 4A action for the Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Jonesboro campus features programs in welding, patient care technology, advanced manufacturing, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Still continuing game 1 of day 3 of the Class 4A action here at the state tournament. It's been a fun one so far. We're going to see Arkadelphia lead 8-5. It's going to go over to Johnson in the right corner. It's going to be short. Lady Bobcats have taken a lot of perimeter shots, and they just have not been able to convert. We're going to see a kickball. It's going to be off of the Lady Bobcats. Arkadelphia back with possession. See it out to Tate at the top of the key. And a lob down to number 10, Harris. Kick out. Altman not able to get it that time. The Lady Bobcats going down for it. Howerton, a nice rebound from her. Pass over on the right wing for 3. Not going to pop the tray ball. We're going to see a skip pass down to Howerton, and it will be swatted out of bounds by Altman.
Yeah, Altman, great job defensively there for her. She was able to get there in time, able to get a hand on us. We'll get that one out of bounds. Berryville will have the ball back here. Berryville needs a good bucket right now.
Taking in for number 45, Zuri Jones.
We'll see a pass in here from Tomlinson. It will be a tussle for the ball in the paint. Jump ball will be called. It's going to be in the Lady Bobcats' favor.
Yeah, I mean, number 34, she was able to get on there, so Barzos.
Tomlinson, pass out to Smith. In the corner is Johnson for 3. It will not fall that time. Tate down the floor for Arkadelphia, just throws a shot attempt up. It's not going to fall. Goes right into the hands of Tomlinson. We're going to feed it down to Howerton. And a shot in the paint, it will fall for Howerton with 40 seconds left to play. Berryville only down by 1.
Yeah, they make it a 1-point game here. That was a really good bucket, especially since they're going to be heading into the second quarter here in just a second.
We're going to see another turnover. Smith going to swipe it down to the paint. Will be Tomlinson.
I think she was expecting a foul there. Just my opinion, kind of a poor shot selection. I think she might have could have passed out. She had some time on the clock. I don't believe there was a shot clock either. So something like that's just not going to be able to work. Just trying to drive to the basket. You're not always going to get the foul every time.
It's been a bit of a slow start here in this opening quarter of action. Both teams, trying to grow their energy a little bit, trying to get the momentum up, but we haven't seen any team, be consistent so far. Altman going to pop the floater.
The Altman's third basket.
We're going to see all the way off the backboard, almost went for Smith at the end of the first. We're going to see Arkadelphia lead 10-7. You're watching Class 4A state basketball, courtesy of the Arkansas Activities Association.
Looking for what comes next? For that moment when everything finally...
1 minute!
Whichever path you choose, it starts here.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day, because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need, today and for generations to come. St. Bernard's, 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Out of the first quarter, Arkadelphia going to lead 10-7. And the right wing for three will be number 20, Jackson. It will not fall that time. Over to Smith, left wing three from Tomlinson. The shot will not connect, but contact will be drawn on the rebound.
Yeah, that'll definitely go on Berryville.
We'll see a pass in here for Jackson. Tate, or excuse me. Altman gonna be at the top of the key. For the left wing three, and it will fall.
I said this in the 4A4. Tate, not the biggest player on the court, but man, her speed and the way she's able to shoot the ball, she's got such a great shooting ability. Tate is such a great player for this Arkadelphia team.
That could change the tides for them, but we will see an answer right back from Johnson in the right corner.
Johnson's second basket of the night. She already had a three-pointer in that first quarter.
It's going to roll off of Tate's hands and out of bounds. The Lady Bobcats trying to ride that pressure. We'll see it out to Smith. Smith will drive, throws up the mid-range. It's not going to fall. Tate down the floor for the Lady Badgers. Passes it down to Altman in the right corner for the tray ball. It will not fall. But we will see Johnson on the pickup. And the and one counted for Howerton.
I mentioned Tate. Even though Tate actually ended up fouling, and that will cause Berryville to get an and one. But did you see Tate? She was on the other side of the court. She sprinted all the way down and did not give up on defense. That's what makes her such a special player for the Lady Badgers.
The shot will be good from Howard and able to convert on the three-point play. It's going to go down to number 20, Jackson. A fight in the paint. We're going to see a few different put-ups from the Lady Badgers. Nothing able to fall, but a lot of O-boards. Kick out to number 30, J-Mac. It will not fall, but another putback that time from Harris.
Yeah, Harris, a great second chance point player. That's something that she was so well that I noticed in the 4A4 regional.
We're going to see it down to Smith in the left corner for three. The shot will not fall. Able to draw contact on the rebound. We're going to see a foul on number 20, Jackson. Berryville able to get the ball right back, closer to regaining the lead than ever. We'll see it over to Tomlinson, excuse me. And there will be a travel called on Tomlinson. The Lady Bobcats had a good opportunity there to get some shots up and just kind of threw it away.
Yeah, they definitely fumbled that possession. It's not the end of the world, obviously. I mean, we still have plenty of basketball left to go, but mistakes like that, they can't keep happening because this is an Arkadelphia team. They know how to turn turnovers into points.
We're going to see Tate over to number 30, J-Mac. Shot in the paint, and contact will be drawn by Gentry. Not going to be able to be good for an and one, but will still go to the line here to shoot two.
You know, I've talked about Gentry a lot, and she was another really solid player for Arkadelphia in that 4A4 regional. She was someone, when it came to post position, I mean, she was able to get an offensive rebound almost every play. And if she was not putting the shot back up, she was getting an offensive rebound and putting it right back up and getting it every time. So really, really solid player for the Lady Badgers.
Although I did not attend the 4A4 regional tournament, I did definitely hear Gentry and Tate's name thrown around a lot about the Lady Badgers.
I mean, they're both solid players.
We're going to see Tomlinson down the floor for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Badgers ramping up the defensive pressure. Smith over to Johnson. Skip pass. Tomlinson tempted to drive there, but will back up to the perimeter line. It will be a pass intercepted by Altman. Going to take it coast to coast for the easy bucket.
Once again, Altman in the right place, the right time, able to get that steal.
We're going to see Smith trying to get past number 10. Harris, and there will be a timeout. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car, to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
We welcome you back to the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Currently, Arkadelphia up by 5. And we will see it go out of bounds immediately back into the Lady Badgers' hands. We're going to see it tipped by number 34, Bartos. Tomlinson, kick out to Smith. It's going to go way out to Johnson, and she's going to have to run out of bounds to catch it. Still see her limping on that left leg from that tumble she had early in the first. Altman down the floor. We're going to see her draw contact against number 12, Johnson. Johnson, we haven't really seen her play to her fullest so far. After that tumble, has been limping on that left leg the entire rest of the match. We'll see Gentry with the put up in the paint, and will be tipped out of bounds off of the Lady Badgers.
Yeah, you're right. Johnson's been kind of slow so far. I think it's probably because that leg is bothering her a lot. I wonder if that could end up playing a factor, and if Berryville could take advantage of that.
We'll see Johnson with her handle on the ball over to Smith. She will pop the tray ball. It's not going to fall. We'll see Bartos fighting for it. It will be a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Lady Bobcats. We're going to see Tomlinson on the pass in. Attempted to get it into the paint to Bartos, but will be stolen away by Gentry. Hop step in the paint from Tate and the easy put up.
That was a beautiful executed play from Tate. She got the beautiful Euro step, missed the layup, but got her own rebound back just to put it back up. That's why Tate's such a special player.
See Tomlinson way over to Smith. She'll be trapped in the corner trying to find someone to give it to. She's going to try to get it to Bartos, but it's going to go right into the hands of Gentry. Down to Tate again. The second possession in a row where we've seen a play like that. Gentry down to Tate. Throws up a shot attempt off the back glass, and it will fall.
Beautiful executed play there from Gentry to Tate. Tate with kind of almost a backdoor cut in a way, able to get inside for another bucket.
Tate still able to get the shot to fall, even though she was literally falling on the court.
And that was a smart play from Gentry, too. I mean, she saw that she saw Tate cutting to the basket like that. I mean, picture perfect play from Gentry. I mean, give her credit for that one.
Jackson back in for the Badgers.
We'll see Tate check out of the game. Tomlinson going to be on the pass in for Berryville.
Yeah, Tate deserves a breather for her first half performance so far.
It's going to go out to number 33, Smith. She'll pop the mid-range. The shot will not fall. Altman right back on the prowl. Throws it down to the paint, and it will be swatted out of bounds by Tomlinson. A nice aggressive play from Tomlinson, even though the Lady Bobcats did not get possession back.
Yeah, great job from her. I mean, she was able to read that one as well. Arkadelphia will get the ball back here, though.
We'll see. The pass down to Gentry. It will be intercepted, though. Tomlinson down the floor for the Lady Bobcats. Kick out to Smith for the left wing three. It will not fall.
Great job from Altman to be able to get a hand in her face just in time before she got the shot off. I think that contest was a big reason why she ended up missing that three.
On the rebound, J-Mac able to draw contact and get the foul called. Berryville, or excuse me, Arkadelphia almost in bonus with 4 team fouls. We'll see Altman trying to find someone to pass it out to. And it will be number 30, gonna drive in the paint, not gonna be able to finish the layup. Sometimes you put a shot up and it looks, perfect execution, it just won't fall. We're gonna see it roll out of bounds off of the hands of the Lady Bobcats. Berryville, they have to make something happen here. Arkadelphia with a 9-point lead. It's not impossible for Berryville to come back at this point, but they're still gonna have to make something happen. All these turnovers, they have not been able to convert into shots. We're gonna see Tomlinson miss.
See, that's Berryville's biggest problem so far in this first half. They're causing turnovers on Arkadelphia. They're just not executing those turnovers. They're not turning those turnovers into buckets.
I think we've seen Berryville, a great defensive team so far, but when they're offensive and trying to put shots up, knock them down, it just hasn't been going.
Yeah, Arkadelphia has been way more successful at getting shots up and making them.
And then Smith gonna be in the paint. Altman gonna have a nice block there. Down to Gentry for the finish, and it will not fall. Another put up from number 20, Jackson.
See, that was a great job from Jackson, though. I mean, she was right behind Gentry. Just in case if Gentry ended up missing that wide open layup, she got right behind her with the second chance points.
That's what Arkadelphia has been best at so far, able to pick up shots that have been missed. And we'll see an air ball from number 33, Smith, that time in the left corner. And a nice and one counted for Jackson.
I mean, that seemed effortless from her.
Arkadelphia is kind of running away with the lead at this point.
Yeah, Arkadelphia is looking really, really good so far in this first half. They've just been executing so better than Berryville has so far. Berryville's got to really step it up here in the second half.
We'll see Jackson trying to convert on the three-point play. And her shot will not fall. Goes right into the hands of number 24, Hopper. We'll see it down to Smith. Tomlinson, top of the key, trying to find someone to give it to. It's gonna be Johnson. A nice look that time from Johnson, just Smith wasn't able to finish up the play.
See, another missed opportunity at the rim. They needed that layup really bad. She ended up missing it. Just they got to be able to stop, they got to be able to stop doing that. They got to be able to make those layups. They got to be able to start making shots here.
We'll see another chance for a shot attempt here as one of the Lady Badgers was fouled, and it's going to be a fight for the ball, a jump ball. And it will be called in Arkadelphia's favor with 40 seconds left to play. We're going to see it down to number 30, J-Mac. It will be swiped away by Tomlinson. A nice move from her. Been a great defensive player so far. We'll see Smith. Tried to get it down in the paint, but it will be taken by the Lady Badgers. A put-up attempt from number 10, Harris. And it will roll out of bounds off the hands of one of the Lady Bobcats with 17.2 seconds left to play.
Yeah.
The Lady Badgers
Great
likely to have the last shot if they choose.
Great Euro step opportunity there from Reagan Harris, just not able to connect with it.
We're going to see Harris right back with the tray ball attempt. Or excuse me, J-Mac right back with the tray ball attempt. The shot did not fall that time.
Yeah, Gentry upset with that call. They called a foul on Gentry. So Berryville will get the ball back here. They're going to have the last shot.
We're going to see Smith over to Johnson on the right wing. 3 seconds left to shoot. They've got to put something up. It's going to be Smith for three, and it will not fall that time. Arkadelphia going to be up at the half, 26-13, doubling Berryville's score. You're watching Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association 4A State Basketball Tournament.
Upgrade to a new Train home comfort system with Air today and receive up to $2,500 in instant rebates and tax incentives. Special financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call Air today, your trusted heat and air company.
It's hard to stop a train.
A Ritter Go-Getter gets everything done, and Ritter Gig Internet can handle a ton. You'll create art for the whole world to see, find new ways to support all your teams, and arrange new arrangements for arranging your screens. You'll game, you'll stream, you'll bike till you can't, create filtered water for you and your plants, or watch video instructions for hemming your pants. With Ritter Internet, look at all you'll accomplish, connect all your devices, and, schmabomplish? With Wi-Fi this fast, there can be none better, so get in touch and be a Ritter Go-Getter.
Since 1945, we've been more than just a bank. We've been deeply rooted in communities across Arkansas, growing alongside the families and businesses we serve. We started the Farmers and Merchants Bank in Stuttgart, Arkansas 80 years ago to ensure working folks could borrow money to run their farms, fund their businesses, and build their families' futures. Today, Farmers and Merchants Bank is proud to continue supporting our communities, including our students and athletes. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Attention sports enthusiasts, get ready to be amazed by Summerwood Sports Complex, the new state-of-the-art facility in Bryant. Our facility offers up to 4 courts spread across 2 spacious gyms, conveniently located off Interstate 30 in Bryant. Whether you're a team seeking tournament glory or an individual looking to elevate your skills, Summerwood Sports has got you covered. Discover more about our cutting-edge facility and check availability at summerwoodsports.com.
If you grew up playing basketball in this state, you recognize their names. Isaiah Joe, Bobby Portis, Malik Monk. They may be playing in the association now, but they got their start here. You want to find out who the next Shakina Strickland, Kristen Williams, or Austin Reeves is? Just tune in starting March 13th, and it runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
You've got to have someone that understands what you are doing as a mission. Community bankers are important that way because they understand the community relationships that we have to form to be successful.
I feel like First Community Bank and Myers Davis, our cultures are so similar. It is all about relationships.
It's a real boon to our community to have a bank like First Community to be supportive of so many things.
They're willing to take a chance on entrepreneurs, which is helpful to make the community grow.
When you look at St. Bernard's today, you'll see history being made, day after day. Because the people of St. Bernard's never stop providing healing that goes beyond medicine, beyond the walls of our hospitals and clinics. And our mission grows stronger every day. A mission started by sisters determined to bring healing to all those in need. Today, and for generations to come, St. Bernard's. 125 years of healing beyond medicine.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. It is day 3, game 1 of the Class 4A state tournament. Alex, you have some stats for us on this game so far.
I do. So far, it's been all Arkadelphia. Number 11, you talk about Taylor Altman. She's got 8 points on the night. Number 4, TT Tate, really a solid player for this Arkadelphia team. She's got 9 on the night. You talk about number 20, Jackson, as well. She's scored 6 so far for Berryville. It's been kind of a slow ball game so far. I believe Haley, she's got only 7 points on the night. And then number 12, Johnson, with 5. That's all the points for Berryville. It's only been 2 scores. Arkadelphia, they've had over 5 different people score the basketball tonight. So Arkadelphia so far, they've been playing the better game. Berryville, they got to come back here in the second half. They got to change something up soon.
It's the turnovers, man. They just have not been able to convert on offense. And we're going to be right back and take another break. You're watching Class 4A action at the Arkansas Activities Association Centennial Bank State Basketball Tournament.
I said I'd never join.
Thought living on sun would be too hard. I figured only the weatherman track storms.
I said my job wouldn't matter. Never knew how strong I was. I never thought this would be my commute.
I figured I'd never get out of my hometown or be the one who stops an attack.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy.
Saying never actually is.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Jonesboro campus features programs in welding, patient care technology, advanced manufacturing, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
If you grew up playing basketball in this state, you recognize their names. Isaiah Joe, Bobby Portis, Malik Monk. They may be playing in the association now, but they got their start here. You want to find out who the next Shakina Strickland, Kristen Williams, or Austin Reeves is? Just tune in starting March 13th, and it runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
We are pioneers, dreamers, the ones they said would never make it, and the ones still trying. We're lifesavers, life changers, those who bring life to your world. We're where compassion meets precision and empowerment meets innovation. An expert system of care where love abounds so that God can do the impossible. We are NEA Baptist.
I said I'd never join.
Thought living on sub would be too hard. I figured only the weatherman track storms.
I said my job wouldn't matter. Never knew how strong I was. I never thought this would be my commute.
I figured I'd never get out of my hometown or be the one who stops an attack.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy.
Saying never actually is.
Providing turnovers and then turning those turnovers into points.
We're going to see Smith going to knock it out of bounds. We're going to see Tate on the right wing passing it back and forth with Jackson. We'll see a put up from Harris. The shot not going to fall, but Gentry able to get the putback. We're going to see a drive here from Smith. The shot will bounce around, but it will fall. Both teams trying to ramp up the energy here in the second half, especially the Lady Bobcats trying to come back. Altman going to feed it down to Gentry, not able to execute on the finish, but a putback from Harris. They'll go out of bounds off the Lady Badgers, but that was a great hustle play from Harris and Gentry.
I mean, that's something she's going to do all the time. I mean, that's what she's known for. This Arkadelphia team, this is the hustle squad. I mean, that's why they're so good. That's why they're here today. That's why they won their first round matchup, and now they're here in Magnolia.
We'll see Tomlinson over to Smith. Smith gonna lob it down to Johnson in the paint, not able to finish on it. It's gonna be a rebound from Gentry. Over to Jackson. Jackson, step in the paint. Shot off the back glass will fall. The Lady Badgers currently double the Lady Bobcats score. We're gonna see Tomlinson pull up for the mid-range, able to draw contact that time from Harris.
Number 10 of Arkadelphia, Reagan Harris.
Tomlinson gonna go to the line here to shoot two. No matter who the winner of this matchup is, they are in a tough side of the bracket. Not only will they have to be able to beat the Pulaski Academy Lady Bruins, but also the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats on the same side of the bracket, and whoever we see the winner of our fourth game of today would be Nashville and Pea Ridge. It's going to be a tough road ahead for whichever team wins, but you know, if they come ready to play, they could go far.
For sure, but this Arkadelphia team, they've looked so impressive so far. They've got Berryville's number, that's for sure.
We'll see from way beyond the arc for three is going to be Tomlinson. It's going to fall off the front iron. A foul called as Gentry gets the rebound.
It's good that Gentry got up so quick. Kind of a hard, scary ball for her. Lady Badgers will get the ball back here. They lead 30-15, so they're in a comfortable position. Berryville, they've really got to snap out of it. They got to start getting some buckets.
We're going to see Jackson, but there will be a foul offensively on number 10, Harris. The Lady Bobcats back with possession of the ball. Let's see if they can convert, possibly knock some shots down to give them a little bit of momentum.
for sure.
We're going to see a lob down and another foul called that is offensive. It's going to be against number 24, Hopper. Tate down the floor for the Lady Badgers. Berryville trying to pick it up. They know they have to start scoring here soon, or Arkadelphia would continue running away with it. Gentry on the nice finish off the back glass.
We'll stop the clock here.
We're going to see it down to Smith. Tomlinson going to attempt to drive, kick out to Smith on the right wing for the tray ball. It's not going to go. Will be picked back up by Johnson for the Lady Bobcats. They're going to have to start converting on these O boards. Johnson going to throw up a mid-range. That shot will not fall either.
Yeah, just unable to be able to connect on that shot.
And another nice finish.
I think Reagan Harris might have got hit in the eye as well.
We'll see a timeout. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
Centennial Bank is honored to be the corporate sponsor of the Arkansas Activities Association State Championship games. Congratulations.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank.
Centennial Bank member FDIC.
They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. The biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Arkadelphia still with the lead. They've managed to get 8 points this quarter. Berryville, however, only able to get 2 points on the board this entire third quarter. They've not been able to knock barely any shots down. It's been a tough run for Berryville so far. But they come to play and start picking up the pace. They could come out with the win, and that's exactly what they needed right there with a floater from Smith.
Yeah, that's a great start for her for sure.
We're going to see Jackson, baseline drive, throws up a shot attempt, not going to fall. It's going to go to number 4, Howardson. This is exactly the kind of momentum shift that Berryville needs. Tomlinson, kick out to Smith. It'll roll off of her, hands it out of bounds. She could not keep the ball.
Yeah, so a turnover once again for Berryville. Arkadelphia will get the ball back here.
This is not what Berryville needs in the slightest. They're going to have to pick it up here. Jackson, top of the key, over to Alton for 3 on the right wing. The shot will not fall, but an O board able to be picked up from the Lady Badgers. Jackson going to throw up a shot attempt. Not going to fall that time either. The Lady Bobcats. We're going to see a lob down to number 24, Hopper. Going to feed it down to Tomlinson. Try to get it back to Hopper. It will roll out of bounds off the hands of the Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, once again, another turnover for the Lady Bobcats. I mean, this has really just been the story of the game for them. Constant turnovers, and Arkadelphia, they've been taking advantage of those, so that's why they have the higher score right now. That's why they're playing the better game so far.
Out of the half, we saw Berryville try to pick up the pace as Smith had a nice floater, but, I mean, not able to convert on anything else. And we're going to see Johnson on the tray ball in the left corner for 3. This is exactly what Berryville has been needing. They're only down by 14 now. We could see a comeback.
Yeah, they need to really start connecting with these shots here.
We're going to see number 4, Howardson, down to Tomlinson on the right wing. She'll drive, kick out. It's going to be to Smith for the tray ball. The shot will not fall that time. Johnson going to be on the rebound. Still limping off that left leg. Johnson, second time's the charm. It will not fall for Johnson. Johnson trying to regain the energy here for the Lady Bobcats. knowing that they have to pick it up if they want to progress to the second round. And we'll see a timeout from Arkadelphia. Arkadelphia leads. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
Check out Farm Bureau Insurance for all your insurance needs.
Upgrade to a new Train home comfort system with Air Today and receive up to $2,500 in instant rebates and tax incentives. Special financing is available, subject to credit approval. Call Air Today, your trusted heat and air company.
A Ritter Go-Getter gets everything done, and Ritter Gig Internet can handle a ton. You'll create art for the whole world to see, find new ways to support all your teams, and arrange new arrangements for arranging your screens. You'll game, you'll stream, you'll bike till you can't, create filtered water for you and your plants, or watch video instructions for hemming your pants. With Ritter Internet, look at all you'll accomplish, connect all your devices, and, schmabomplish? With Wi-Fi this fast, there can be none better. So get in touch and be a Ritter Go-Getter.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School as we continue this matchup between Arkadelphia and Berryville. Berryville, story of the game, they have not been able to convert on barely anything, have applied a lot of defensive pressure and have had a good defensive game, but the shots are just not falling.
But they're starting to pick it up a little bit here towards the end of this third. See a big steal there.
We're going to see Bartos able to get it. Those type of steal plays, that's exactly what Berryville needs right now. We're going to see Smith pass over to Johnson. Johnson not going to decide to take the shot attempt, but it will be tipped right from Altman. She's going to drive, takes it coast to coast, and will draw contact. And go to the line here to shoot two.
Yeah, Altman is such a great player for a reason that she's able to get inside like that almost every play. She's great in transition, trying to get down to the basket. She's also a really good free throw shooter.
She'll be good on her first. Arkadelphia closer than ever to winning the first round of the 4A state tournament. They're up by 15. You know, Berryville still has the chance for a comeback, but we don't know. We'll see what happens.
Be a huge win for Arkadelphia. Their boys, we saw them lost. I believe it was the first day of this tournament, so the girls trying to redeem that boys team as well.
That was against Dardanelle. A very fun matchup to cover.
We got Dardanelle also tonight. Dardanelle will play Morrilton at 8:30. That's your main event tonight.
It's going to be the main event of the day. Altman tries to kick it out. Bartos again with the steal. We're going to see it down to number 4, Howerton. The shot will not fall. Contact will be drawn by Tate on the rebound, though. This is not at all what Berryville needs right now. They really just need to start picking up shots. We're going to see Tate on the pass-in for the Lady Badgers. Going over some other girls matchups we have today. We're going to see the second seed in Nashville against the third seed, Pea Ridge.
The game's at 4 o'clock.
We will also see later in the day, the second to last game, the Shiloh Christian Lady Saints against the Mills Lady Comets.
Talk about the boys side too. At 5:30, we've got Camden, Fairview, and Ozark. And the game after this, we've got Pottsville and Nashville.
Nashville, a player that you saw last week at the 4A4 regional tournament.
Bo Bell, Demetrius Shelley. There's a lot of great athletes on that Nashville team. They're looking good heading into this state tournament.
Very excited to see that Dardanelle-Morrilton matchup. You know, Morrilton obviously probably tired from playing Blytheville last night as the main event. Going to see how they can come into the second round.
Yeah, that game against Westside was Morrilton almost ended up losing that game. They were able to clutch it up towards the end of that fourth quarter. I believe Weston Honeycutt of Westside scored 28 points last night. Great performance from Westside, just not enough to beat the Devil Dogs.
We saw Kobe Thompson also able to put up a lot of shot attempts. You know, honestly, was expecting Westside to win that one with how they were looking after the first quarter, but
for sure, especially with how they were looking after the third quarter too. Morrilton didn't come back till that fourth quarter. That was one of the best games we've seen so far. But I mean, also Eastham shocking the state of Arkansas yesterday, beating the 7th-ranked Forest City Mustangs.
It's very difficult not to talk about that one. Forest City, one of the premier teams for 4A, ended off their season yesterday, which nobody was expecting.
Absolutely not. Forest City was ranked 7th best team in the state of Arkansas for all classifications going into this state tournament. They got completely upsetted. I guess only a Met can pull it out of forest fire.
The Mets, you know, they just really overcame adversity, and that's what I love, to see a lot of upsets in a tournament. Not that I necessarily am rooting against the top seeds, but it does make things unpredictable, and it makes you never know who can come out of a match on top.
Extremely. It's exciting. I mean, it's March basketball. It's not just March Madness for high school. It's March Madness for college basketball, too. So this is quite literally the best time of the year right now.
It's been a fun one, for sure.
You bet.
This is going to be our 13th game of the tournament.
My 29th in 2 weeks.
We'll see. Arkadelphia still leading by 18 points, a score of 38-20. I'm going to see Tate good on her first. Both teams trying to end off the third quarter on a good note. Still very possible for Berryville to bring it back. It is going to be very tough considering the Arkadelphia has been taking a lot of shot attempts every single quarter, able to put up a lot of buckets. But if Berryville comes out with the right energy, they could come out of the night the winner. Kick out to Jackson. Will not fall that time. Gets an offensive rebound. Tries to get it down in the paint, but Smith going to take it. Going to pass it over to number 1, Pittman. We'll see a skip pass in the paint to Bartos. She's able to recover the ball. Smith with the mid-range. The shot will not fall. She was wide open, just not able to execute on the shot attempt.
Yeah, unable to connect. Berryville will... Berryville will get the ball back here. They'll have about 10 seconds.
We'll see Johnson overshoot the three-pointer from the right wing. And from way beyond the arc, we're going to see another missed three-pointer. The score will be 39-20 in Arkadelphia's favor. You're watching Class 4A action on the Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
I said I'd never join.
Thought living on sub would be too hard. I figured only the weatherman track storms.
I said my job wouldn't matter. Never knew how strong I was. I never thought this would be my commute.
I figured I'd never get out of my hometown or be the one who stops an attack.
Joining the Navy sounds crazy. Saying never actually is.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena as we continue the first round of Class 4A action here at the state tournament. It's been a fun first round. We've seen a lot of great matchups so far, and obviously we'll see even better ones as the tournament continues. An immediate tray ball from number 20, Jackson.
Big time three. Arkadelphia, they extend that lead by 22 now. 42-20. Arkadelphia seriously playing some great basketball here, wanting to move on to the second round. They'll end up having to play PA, though. And obviously, we all know the Lady Bruins undefeated right now. I believe 34-0 going into their second round game. The best team in Class 4A, maybe even one of the best teams in the state of Arkansas for girls basketball.
Honestly, that is the story for the girls bracket. It's who can beat an undefeated team.
But at this point, too, though, you talk about the Queen. The Queen, very, very solid team. I believe only have lost maybe 1 or 2 games all year. The Queen team is going to be tough to beat, but it's the same with PA. That's why a lot of people are assuming we'll see Pulaski Academy and the Queen in the state championship at Banco ZK. But honestly, with Forest City losing to Eastham, anything's possible now.
It always is, but, you know, you're still going to have those strong contenders no matter what. It's just, it's been a crazy tournament so far, and it's only been the first round, and we'll see Tate there pull up for the tray ball at the top of the key.
That's TT Tate for you, man. She's such a well-rounded player, extending that lead. I think she's got 15 points tonight. TT Tate was a girl who was constantly scoring over 20 points in the 4A4 regional.
Arkadelphia just running away with the lead right now, man. It is 23-point deficit right now with 7 minutes left to play. I don't want to say Berryville couldn't bring it back, but man, they're going to have to try hard.
J-Mac with a really good shot attempt there, just not getting able to fall. Arkadelphia, they've just been able to get things to go in their way more compared to Berryville. Maybe, I'm not even real sure. It just feels like Arkadelphia came to play more.
We'll see another tip that time from J-Mac. Bobcats able to keep it, but Smith gonna get the point off the back glass.
Yeah, great job from Smith to be able to be in the right place, the right time, down low under the goal like that for an easy bucket. You know, trying to cut this deficit that Arkadelphia has over Berryville.
The Lady Bobcats, you know, down by a lot of points right now, gonna have to go on an insane run in order to win tonight. We're going to see a steal there from Smith. She'll drive, throws up a shot attempt off the back glass, and it will fall. Smith, one of the premier players for the Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, Smith with 8 points tonight, second most for Berryville right now.
We see J-Mac down to Tate. The shot will not fall that time. It'll be tipped around, but Jackson with the putback.
Great. I mean, Jackson that's what she does, man. I'm really curious to see how Arkadelphia could end up playing against Pulaski Academy. That ought to be a really, really fun matchup on the 7th. That's tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
We'll see Howerton with the steal there. Berryville trying to bring it back. Johnson in the left corner for 3. It will not fall. Goes a little bit too far to the right of the rim.
Yeah.
Tate gonna throw up a shot attempt off the back glass. Arkadelphia just really continuing to ramp up the energy here, already with a 23-point lead.
Yeah, great stride from TT Tate, man. I mean, proving why she's such a well-rounded player. I believe Tate with over 10 double-digit points with 17 points now on the night for her.
And we just saw another massive block that time from Jackson. We'll see her able to draw contact.
Go back to the line. Another foul. So it's 2 team fouls for both squads so far here in this 4th quarter. There's not been a whole lot of fouling in this game. There's been a decent amount, but not as much as honestly probably expected going into this.
Checking into the 34, Sophie Bartos for Berryville, 34, Katie Gentry, and 11, Taylor Altman for the Lady Badgers.
Lady Badgers, man, they have just come into this matchup and have dominated so far.
You know, we had a great interview last night with Coach Mackenzie Pierce of the Blytheville Chickasaws. Blytheville was able to pull out a huge win over the Joe T. Robinson Senators. So if you haven't watched that one, go back on our YouTube page and watch that interview. It was a great talk with Coach Mackenzie Pierce.
It was an excellent interview and game. Not only Coach Mackenzie Pierce, but we also had 2 of the Blytheville Chickasaws join us. Number 0, Jameer Guyton, and number 11, Micah Dawkins.
Yeah,
the dynamic duo, I would say, for Blytheville.
For sure. I mean, and it's going to take them really locking in to be able to beat Magnolia this Friday at 2:30. Magnolia Public Schools is letting all the schools out. This entire arena in Panther Arena is going to be packed from top to bottom, from left to right. It's going to be insanely loud here in Magnolia High School.
I honestly think Blytheville is an underrated team in the 4A division. You know, there's a lot of people that think a lot of other teams are in contention, and I would put Blytheville on that list as well.
Yeah, for sure. Blytheville, they want that win, man, especially if they're able to come to Panther Arena and pull out a huge win over Magnolia. Who's to say they can't win the state championship? I mean, they'll end up having to play possibly Mills, but even though Mills might end up losing, you never know.
And we did talk about it off air, but you know, Coach Mackenzie Pierce, a coach that wants to make his players play to win.
For sure. And that's what those guys at Blytheville, they love to play for Coach Mackenzie Pierce. There's a big difference.
We're going to see Tomlinson over to Howerton in the corner for the tray ball. It's not going to fall. Shot back up with the back glass for Bartos. We're going to see Smith pop the mid-range, and she will sink it.
Great job from Smith. Smith's definitely been one of the better players for Berryville so far with 10 points now in the night. She's got the most for the Lady Bobcats.
Honestly, Smith been the driving force of the team so far, defensively and offensively, and we're going to see a timeout here from Arkadelphia. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
You need a job, a future. So what should you do? Where should you go? At ASU Newport, the answer is just down the road. With 3 campuses tailored to different skill sets, ready to set you soaring with in-demand skills and unlimited earning potential. Our Jonesboro campus features programs in welding, patient care technology, advanced manufacturing, and more. Start your future now at ASU Newport, your community college.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School inside of Panther Arena. Arkadelphia currently up by 25 points with a little bit less than 3:30 to play. Arkadelphia likely to come out of this matchup advancing to the second round of the Class 4A state tournament. We've mentioned it a lot. We've seen a lot of great matchups. I mentioned the bottom side of the bracket earlier, but taking a look at the top side, we see tomorrow DeQueen and Clinton going to play. We saw Clinton last night and DeQueen the first day of this tournament. DeQueen, a very intense team to play against. They have so much potential to win the state championship this year. They have the Liggins and the Lyles on that team, and those 4 players are dominating forces for DeQueen, and they play Clinton. Clinton, we saw yesterday a lot of great players like Lexi Wallace, and we also see another matchup tomorrow in the girls division. It's going to be Mills University Comets and the Shiloh Christian Saints, 2 great teams. Or excuse me, we're going to see that matchup today, later today, the second to last one.
Smith able to get an and 1 there for Berryville. Make it a 20-point lead now for Arkadelphia.
We're going to try to see the Lady Bobcats bring it back here in the 4th. It's going to take an insane run, but you know, they're going to try to ramp up the energy and get that comeback story.
Yeah, near impossible at this point.
We're going to see it stolen there by Bartos. She'll go down the lane, not able to finish on the layup.
Great read, and just, but like you said, not able to finish on the layup. It was a great play, though, from her.
We're going to see it over to Tate. See it over to J-Mac in the right corner. Not going to take any shots. The Lady Badgers just kind of wanting to drain the clock, take these possessions a little bit slower. We'll see a tray ball attempt that time from Jackson. It's going to be just short. Roll out of bounds.
Checking in for Berryville, number 1, Lexi Pittman, number 32, Kennedy Smith, also number 23, Cheney Fairweather.
We've mentioned it several times, but the main event of tonight is going to be Dardanelle and Morrilton. So many great players on both teams. It's going to be an exciting one to watch for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to see Altman steal it right back, get the layup finish. Not too sure what happened with Tomlinson, but seems very upset on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, she's realizing what's happening right now for Berryville. You know, she's a senior this year, so, you know, this is it for her for Bobcat, you know, Lady Bobcat basketball. So a lot of emotions, especially whenever you lose in a spot like this. It sucks. It sucks a lot.
It does, but all the teams that made it to the state tournament should be proud. No matter what game they lose, no matter what games they win, it's just impressive to even be here. You have to beat, I believe, like 60 teams in this division in order to even be here. You have to be in the top 16 of that division. So, you know, there's no shame in losing the first round at all. Getting here is a joy and a privilege in of itself.
No, it's not easy to make the state tournament.
Absolutely not. You have to beat everybody in your district, and not only in your district, then you have to go place in regionals. You know, it does seem easy whenever you put it as in you have to win the first round of districts and the first round of regionals, but you never know who you're going to match up against.
Exactly.
So that makes it unpredictable.
And you could end up matching against a team that's just better than you. But, you know, we saw yesterday, on paper, Forest City was better than Eastham. But obviously Eastham came more prepared to play, and they were ready to play more than Forest City was, and that's exactly what we saw. Obviously the Mets shocking the state of Arkansas and pulling out a massive win over the 7th-ranked best team in the state of Arkansas, the Forest City Mustangs.
And we saw the Mets join the ranks of Jonesboro and Westside as the only 3 teams that have managed to beat Forest City all season long.
Yeah, and Jonesboro, West Memphis, and then including now the Eastham Mets have pulled out wins over Forest City. Big 3.
Nice left wing tray ball from number 14, Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen, who only got a handful of playing time in the 4A4 regional at Monticello. Big time 3 for her there.
To see a kick out, number 2, Straw, going to drive, and there will be knocked out of bounds. The Lady Bobcats going to keep it. The Lady Bobcats having a lot of players we haven't seen barely at all this game. You know, just trying to switch things up, hoping to get some points on the board. 35 seconds left to play. Arkadelphia leads by 26. With 25 seconds left to go. So, you know, Berryville knows it's about to be closed here in the first round for them.
Yeah,
just letting all their players get some playing time, you know.
Some of those players, seniors, will be the last time they step on a high school basketball court.
We're going to see a left wing 3 from Strow. It will not fall, and that is going to be it for this contest. Arkadelphia going to win 62-36. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
If you grew up playing basketball in this state, you recognize their names. Isaiah Joe, Bobby Portis, Malik Monk. They may be playing in the association now, but they got their start here. You want to find out who the next Shakina Strickland, Kristen Williams, or Austin Reeves is? Just tune in starting March 13th, and it runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on to myarpbs.org/sports.
We welcome you back here on the campus of Magnolia High School. Alex, any final thoughts on that matchup before we let the rest of the audience go?
Arkadelphia was just the better team tonight over Berryville. Shout out to Berryville, though, able to, win their first round of regionals, to be able to even make the state tournament at Berryville. A really solid, great basketball program. Just tonight was not their night. Arkadelphia was the better team. Arkadelphia will end up moving on in this state tournament. They will play the undefeated Pulaski Academy Lady Bruins March 7th. That's tomorrow night at 4 o'clock. That is going to be a really tough matchup for the Lady Badgers.
Honestly, it'll be a tough matchup for anyone, but congratulations to Arkadelphia on their win tonight. They will win the matchup 62-36. We'll be right back to witness another matchup, Game 2, the Pottsville Apaches against the Nashville Scrappers. You're watching the Class 4A Centennial Bank Arkansas Activities Association State Basketball Tournament.